The Ann Arbor News Hawks, 3 men who make up Ann Arbor's #1 investigative news team. 24/7 they blanket the Ann Arbor area, from Plymouth Road down to Briarwood, and even further if gas money's thrown in. The News Hawks are there for you, Ann Arbor.
Good evening. In our lead story tonight, this being an election year, we may see several new faces on City Council. We'd like to show you an advanced copy of a video that will be given to new members to help them better understand how City Council functions.
Congratulations, Councilman Smith. That was a superbly run, though uncontested campaign that you just ran. Now I'm here to get you off on the right foot, so fire away with those questions.
Gosh, Councilman Jones, how am I going to vote intelligently on these big city projects if I don't understand all the details?
Councilman Smith, the key is to be positive and to move those projects forward quickly, and then you can button up the details later on. Take the underground library parking lot. Should you wait for the debate over what to actually build on top of the underground structure to get resolved? No way, that could take years. Hey, so we spent an extra $1 million for concrete and steel to support a 15-story building, and instead we put a skating rink on it instead. Big deal, we overbuilt. No one's going to remember that by the next election, but what they will remember is that you are a take-charge kind of council person.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, another thing though. If a constituent puts me on the defensive with a question I don't have the answer to, should I just tell the truth?
No. Okay, here's a question you're going to get from some weirdo. Why are we spending taxpayers' dollars on this foolish project? The answer you give them is always the same. You say, Mr. Taxpayer, this project isn't costing us a dime. It's paid for by a combination of a local millage, a county set-aside, state appropriations, federal earmarks, and TARP money. By the time you're finished, they've forgotten that their tax dollars go to fund all those other sources as well. God, this is a great country.
All right, I'll practice that line. But how do we explain to people that we have to cut back on services?
Okay, in that situation, I usually say I have to take a phone call. But if that doesn't work, acknowledge the change, but never use words like cut or eliminated. Use a euphemism. It's not, we've eliminated curbside leaf pickup. It's the city is transitioning its leaf management system to better achieve a more satisfying outcome. It's not that we've shut off some streetlights. It's the city has de-energized some streetlights in order to rebalance the community's overall wattage. Get the picture?
Got it. Now here's a really tough question. What can I do when my constituents ask for additional funding from the city when we're already running budget deficits?
I've forgotten how you first-timers get so hung up over balancing the budget.
But we're $1 million short. I should be looking for budget cuts.
No way. Cuts are so not fun. And the best part is, you are never going to have to cut back on spending again once I give you the most important tool you can have as a council person, your own DDA ATM card.
What does DDA stand for again?
The DDA, the Downtown Development Authority, was set up to make improvements in the downtown area, encourage private investment, with funding mostly coming from the parking revenues.
That sounds like a narrow mission statement to me.
You might think so, but go ahead. Give me a project in your ward.
Well, people have been asking for a $50,000 skateboard park.
Hey, skateboards have wheels, like cars. Cars park in downtown structures. Sounds like a logical extension to me. Go ahead, give it a try.
Wow, this is great. Thanks, DDA.
And that was nothing for your DDA ATM card. Watch this. $1 million budget deficit? Not anymore. Thanks, DDA. Finally, you're going to need to know the names of Ann Arbor's sister cities. Now, I suggest breaking them down into groups of 12.
Next up is another in our series called A Taste of Ann Arbor that looks at local eateries. Food reporter Vilbert Flambe caught this scene on camera at one of 19 organic restaurants in Ann Arbor.
Hey guys. Hello.
Hi, hello.
My name is Dana. I'll be taking care of you today. If you have any questions about the menu, please let me know.
I guess I do have a question about the chicken. If you could just tell us a little bit more about it.
The chicken is a heritage breed, woodland-raised chicken that's been fed a diet of sheep's milk, soy, and hazelnuts.
Okay, this is local?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm gonna ask you just one more time, and it's local.
It is.
Is that USDA organic?
It's just all across the board, organic.
Hazelnuts, these are local?
How big is the area where the chickens are able to roam free?
I'm sorry to interrupt, I had exactly the same question.
4 acres. Give me just a second, I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
We're doing the right thing.
I'm too apologetic.
You are.
I drove way too slow here today, didn't I? I'm so weird with that gas pedal. I think just moves the whole vehicle forward now.
All right, so here is the chicken you'll be enjoying tonight.
You have this information. This is fantastic.
Absolutely. His name was Colin. Here are his papers, okay?
That's great. He looks like a happy little guy who runs around. A lot of friends, other chickens as friends. Putting his little wing around another one and kind of like palling around.
I don't know that I can speak to that level of intimate knowledge about him. They do a lot to make sure that their chickens are very happy.
When you say they, I mean, who are these people raising Colin?
It's a farm that's located about 30 miles south.
Well, you have a good relationship with this farm?
We do.
But it's not some guy on a yacht who lives in Miami.
Oh,
who's
goodness,
just
no.
saying that he's organic.
It tears at the core of my being the idea of someone just cashing in on a trend like organic.
No, I know the type, no.
Yeah.
Tell you what, we're gonna go check it out if you don't mind. Just if you could hold our seats.
Oh, now?
Yeah, we'll be right back.
We'll
Just
be
want to
right
make sure it's
You know, thank you so much, Dana.
Sure.
In other news, Ann Arborites continue to seek the best alternative route around the now demolished Stadium Boulevard Bridge. Reports are that once quiet side streets in the area are now bustling with traffic. How is the bridge construction progressing? Let's check the recently installed handy cam to give us an up-to-the-minute look at what's going on. About as expected.
Yeah. As you know, Beaumont, all municipal construction projects have a percent for art built right into the budget. So it's never too early to start thinking about the appropriate artwork for the Stadium Boulevard Bridge. We've learned that famous German artist Herbert Dreiseitl is working with the city on a new concept. You will recall that Mr. Dreiseitl is the creator of the fountain that is part of the City Hall addition. Mr. Dreiseitl has assured the city that while this creation will be slightly more expensive than the $800,000 spent on the City Hall fountain, it will be more practical. As he describes it, the Stadium Bridge fountain will be experienced by the public in their vehicles as they pass under the bridge. They will become one with the fountain as timed sprays envelop them in a sea-like mist.
That entry will be hard to beat.
Such form and function. Well, that's it for now. Good night, Beaumont.
Good night, Chance.